Hey guys, welcome back. Or if you're new, hey, how's your week been? Mine's been pretty good. So I am today we're doing a book review, and the reason we are is because suggested it. I played Bendy in the Dark Revival Part 2, recorded it. That will be posted Friday. This will be posted today. And we're doing a review. I have the retro bin. The Goosebumps retro bin, and it has Monster Blood, Night in Terror Tower, Beast from the East, Why I'm Afraid of Beasts, and Legend of the Lost Legend. And I reread one of these books because I already read all of them. And today's book review is Legend of the Lost Legend. Don't ask me, by the way, please, why I like doing this. I just do this. I just do that a lot. So also, it's not like the original. It's like a reprint or whatever. Okay, what do I think about this book? Well, let's just talk about it. So this kid named Justin and Masara, Mas, I don't know her. It's a weird name, and they're like in Antarctica, and their dad has somehow left them. I mean, whew, how? I mean, how do you leave your kids, my guy? How? You can't leave your kids. Like you left your kids, buddy. How terrible are you? And also, oh, they hate Antarctica, and they were like, let's just wait here so Dad can find us. No, let's go looking for him. And that's okay. Who cares? It's kind of stupid in my opinion. Oh yeah, they see a blue sea lion. Oh yeah, a blue sea lion. And when I was reading this, I was like, what does this have to do with Goosebumps? What does this have to actually do with the Goosebumps books or this Goosebumps series? Nothing. It's like Deep Trouble 1. I'm going to spoilers for both of these books. Deep Trouble 1 has a mermaid. What does a mermaid have anything to do with horror? What is that? No. You can say, oh, well, you can try. I don't even want to hear it. Or I'm just making excuses. You guys can. I don't care. There's no excuse, guys. What are we doing a blue sea lion? And also, they're standing on a piece of ice and now they're stuck in the middle of the ocean. What is happening? It's like when you're reading it, it's like, what is going on? And oh, it's all made up. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. And the kids are stupid. Okay, in the story, I can cut slack because it's made up. But this part I can't. They they couldn't find firewood in a forest. I mean, my goodness. How are you this stupid? It's like, we're looking for sand. Where should we go? That's a good New York City. Oh yeah, genius. Good luck, okay? You know that's retarded. Where is water? Probably in a desert. Oh yeah, you're right. No. I mean, buddy, how could you not find wood in a forest? Are you blind? And if you guys are actually blind, sorry, I'm sorry. Like there's no excuse on your plate. You could not see sticks, anything. Oh my gosh, retarded kid. And and then they go to sleep in this camp. Oh yeah, he actually almost burns his tent. Oh yeah, I said camp. Whoops. Um, sorry, my throat. And it's like, oh my gosh, my back. And it's like, how do you almost burn your tent? How? How are you this dumb? This is the stupidest characters in Goosebumps history. And I'm not talking bad characters. I don't actually dislike them. But like, just how? How do you accidentally almost burn your tent? How could you not find fire in a forest? Firewood in a forest? Are you kidding me? And then they go to sleep. Oh yeah, legend of the lost legend. Nobody's found it, but it's still mysterious. If we find it, we'll be rich. That's the story. And then they see this dog. Ooh, silver dog. He's part of the story. Yeah, he is. And you know what they decide? Okay, well, let's look around. Okay, it's pretty dark outside. Pretty dark. Not right now, but like, all right. Just imagine. Just imagine this room is dark, pitch black, in the middle of the forest, in the middle of nowhere. You see a dog. It's going. It's running away. What would you do? Would you follow it? I'd hope not. And the kids first off follow it. Buddy, my goodness. First off, these are kids. Kids are not this, they're like 12 to 13. Kids are not this stupid. I don't want to hear, well, kids can easily be tricked. Okay, that's true. But I don't think they'd be stupid. That's stupid. And, and there is no excuse on your plate. And it's like, and then they follow the dog. At dark. No flashlight. And wow, that was real smart, guys. Real genius. No weapons. Yeah, what if a wolf came? What are you going to do? You going to slap it? You ain't going to do nothing. And then they don't even leave. And then they don't even tell their dad. I don't care if your dad's a heavy sleeper. They're trying to make him proud. Yeah, well, let's say if you had a kid and your kid just goes up missing and it's like, what would you be like? I don't care. I hope not. You'd probably be panicking. But like, they don't even tell the guy. Like, you were making him worried. And and then they follow the dog for 20 pages. My goodness. You know what the definition of this is? Here, it starts with the word F, ends with ER. Filler! 20. Why do I need 20 pages of them running, following this dog? And then they accidentally didn't even follow the dog, and then they followed a deer, and then they followed the real dog. And then at one point, the dog like talks, I think, or maybe it was in the guy's brain. They don't even explain. Makes no sense. Wait. What does it have to do with horror? Nothing. This ain't even. I wouldn't even consider this book a thriller. Or so far, at least. Okay. And then they go to this girl, Arvina, and this boy, Luca, who's like a caveman, kinda. Like an ape. Well, he's like a human, jumping around. Like, kind of like a caveman. Okay. And she like plays the dumbest jokes. And they're not like Slappy jokes. Slappy, okay. Yeah, you're a bad guy. Yeah, you do terrible things. Yeah, your jokes are a bit immature. But for me, I think they're hilarious. But her jokes are not funny. They're not even like good attempt. Okay, maybe they are a good attempt, but that's it. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. You're a wannabe Slappy. Wannabe Slappy. And you're failing. Miserable. Also, the cover, if I showed you, it's not even that good. Tim Jacobus, buddy, you're known for making the best art. And I'm not gonna say it looks bad. It looks good. It could have just looked a little better. Okay. You could have done a little better. I'm sorry if I've upsetted some people, but he could have done a little better on this one. And there's like no excuse. And okay, I'm not talking about the artwork. And there's like, okay, you're gonna have to do a test. Okay, they go to sleep, and now they're in the grass. The girl must have dragged them and put him out there. They never explained it. The house just vanishes. What is going on? Did they never say that? Oh, she dragged him or spell. You kind of just gotta assume. And it could be. There's like many possibilities. You gotta assume. You have to assume. Really, that's all you gotta do. You just gotta think. I wonder what happened. That's it. And this is where the book gets weird. Somebody said this. like scariest book ever, House of Shivers. And honestly, yeah, kinda. One part of the book they're looking for like the scariest book ever, and it kind of is this book, but there's a difference. One, that wasn't literally half the book. It was only like one fourth maybe, and two, scariest book ever is pretty good, while this uh I don't I'm not gonna say. I like scariest book ever. Oh yeah, I did read Goblin Monday. I also liked that one. Wasn't my favorite, but yeah, I liked it. It was okay. It was a good book. It wasn't a masterpiece. It was just good. Yeah. And they're like figuring out what's real or not. Oh yeah, there's like mice one part. Oh yeah, it's just some girl earlier in the page when they're like running with the dog, or they think they are. They're like, when do birds fly at night? Huh. I wonder what else has wings. And flies at night. And if and apparently birds don't. What could it be? I don't know. A bat? Come on, kid. That's what I thought. Oh yeah, there are bats. One part of the story, they're gonna swoop in to get them, and then they fail. I mean, I don't remember. And I just read this. I don't even remember. Uh, yeah, the kid accidentally pushes a whole tree down and crushes his sister. I mean, I've thought like, how weak was that tree? How could he push it? Oh. It was fake. Okay, okay, okay. It was like just plaster. I think so. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, they literally spend. Oh yeah, there's mice like that in eggs, and then they go through their boots, and then the robots. Okay, here's my question: how did the robots know that that they needed to hatch out and get out of the egg? You know like, was it programmed to be like that? I don't know. I thought that was weird. Oh yeah, the goal was to follow Luca, but Luca runs away, and they basically said, if you don't follow him, you're doomed. So they try and still get out. Oh yeah, and then 30 pages. Oh yeah, they're in a like a pool one part, and yeah, they're in a pool at one part, or like some water thing, and they gotta pull the plug like a bathtub. I don't. I don't know, guys. What is going on? And then giant cats come, and they're just playing with them because cats will like play with their food, and they were doing that. They think they're mice, and they spent 20 pages of, I'm gonna die. Oh please, please, I don't want to die to this giant cat eating me, and it's like, my gosh, filler. It just feels like a filler book. It just feel it just feels like, here. It just feels like Allston was like, I can't really make a like a long or like an average book, so I'm just gonna extend the scenes as long as I can. You know what's weird? In the like some Goosebumps books, like the Night of the Living Dummy books, bro, Slappy only chases them for like 3 pages. Why couldn't he do that for 15? At least that'd be really fun. That could be really good. Yeah, it's like in the original series, anyways. I wonder, but instead we have like 20 pages of them just cats playing with giant cats playing with their food, which is the characters. Why? And them running to the dog, and then them falling in the pit, and then they go in the house and meet that Arvin or whatever that was earlier. And it's like, why? Just why? Why do we need this? It stupid stupidity. It's and oh yeah. So after that, they actually survive, and Luca. It's just a dude. It's just a dude who wants to play a game. Who just made a test. Oh yeah, this whole time it's been a test. Arva told them, but wait, Arvan's a dummy. Okay, here's my question: how did they not notice that? How? You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Look at me. Do I look like a human? I hope. But let's say, I'm actually a robot. Yeah, or I'm a dummy. Do I look like a dummy? They don't even explain it. She said, all he said is, oh, he's my greatest creation. Okay, so he made the dummy look so good that it actually looked like a person. I guess I don't know. They never explain it. Oh my gosh, my throat. And then they meet the dad, and he's like, "Oh, don't let thieves get it." Oh yeah, there is literally there's like no thieves in the book. What was the point of introducing that idea? And then they meet the dad. They reunite with the dad, and they get it. Oh crap! It's just an egg of truth. So they go back to Luke, and like, "Hey, buddy, this is the wrong thing. We don't the lost legend." He's like, "Oh yeah, the other." And then they get it. Like no like threat. Oh, watch out for thieves. There ain't no thieves. They it's like here it's like this. It's Ghost of Slappy. Okay, Slappy's now a ghost. He's only in it for like one page. Stupid. Stupidity. What was the point of introducing the thief and have no thieves, no nothing? The only thing that the thief thing did was make it think like, I think somebody's here stalking us. Maybe it's one of those thieves he warned us about. But it's really the dad. That's it. That's all. What good is that? Not. It's not good. There's no point in introducing the thief thing. I mean, only for one scene they even use that thief idea. One little, and the scene's over as soon as it starts, basically. Like, literally, only 1 to 2 pages of that plot of thieves. Like, there's no point in it. There's no point. I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, I wish it had a little more, development. More thieves after them. I wish there were thieves chasing them. Like, trying to get them. Heck, even have a knife or something. I don't care. I would have liked that, but no, it's not what we get. And oh yeah, they get the treasure, the lost legend, and now they're trapped, lost forever, and that's the end. And does this sound like a Goosebumps book to you? No. Okay. You know what this book sounds like? It's not even a horror book. Buddy, if you even say this is a thriller, that's given. No, it ain't even a thriller. It is a fantasy. A fantasy. It's a fantasy story. But it has like Goosebumps tropes. Like the cliffhanger, the like fake endings. Like, oh no, I burnt the tent down. Oh no, I actually didn't. Kind of like that. Or, kind of like the writing. Like, it's just Goosebumps writing in a fantasy story. That is literally this book. Oh, talk about a horror story. That's what it says on the back. Yeah, talk about a horror story. This is not even a horror story. It's not even close. It not no, it's not. You ain't a horror story. You a fantasy story, you liar. It's a fantasy story. Don't even. I swear. If somebody says, actually, it's not because it's called Goosebumps. No, don't even say that. This is not a horror story. It's not. It is not. Okay, I'll say when I first read this book about holy crap, like a year ago or two, about a year ago, I hate it. I did not like this book. I gave it like a 4 out of 10. I thought it had some good things in it, but that was it. Thankfully, this book is better than when Thankfully, I don't hate the book as much as I did when I reread this. Yeah, because I reread it to make this video. It is thankfully better. Uh, it's a fantasy story. Not it has nothing. It's not scary. Not even. There's no horror. No horror. No horror. Bats. Okay, maybe that's it. It's a fantasy story. Stupid characters. I don't even want to hear the excuse that they're kids because that's weak. That's the weakest thing I've heard. Uh, okay, there's not even a villain. Who's the villain in this? There's no villain. Okay, you could say Luca, I guess maybe. No, Luca's not even a villain. And no, I'm not talking about that movie. What's that movie? Where they like when they if they go on land they're human. If they go underwater they're ant sea creatures. Whatever. That's a good movie, but still, Luca isn't even a bad guy. He's not. Arvin's not a bad guy. The, there's like no villain here. What? A cat? A bat? What? Okay, here are the villains. A cat? Okay, giant black cats. Bats. I think they're fake, anyways. Maybe not. Mice. It's like Tarzan. That's it. That's it. And oh, bottomless pits and like trees and Lord whatever. Yeah. Oh, watch out. It's not terrible. It's not a bad book. Well, it's not a terrible book. I don't think it's horrible. Like, oh my gosh, I cannot stand this. It's the worst. It is definitely not the worst book ever. You know what the worst book is? Who moved my cheese? That gets a negative 1,000,000 out of 10. Dude, this book is so much better than that. Yeah, Ghost of Slappy is so much better than that book as well. Uh, Literally a book that gets a 1 out of 10 is way better than Who Moved My Cheese. It's terrible. There's nothing good about that book, by the way. Uh, uh, Ask anybody. I'm just gonna be honest. Ask anybody and ask them. Hey, do you like this book? I guarantee those are gonna say no, or I don't think they're gonna say it's the worst book they've read. Far from it, probably. But they're not going to say it's one of their. Nobody's going to say this is their favorite Goosebumps book, unless you are very nostalgic for it. Outside of that, no. Even if it's your first Goosebumps book, you ain't saying this is your favorite. I've never met one person who would at least say this is an 8, heck, even a 7 or maybe a 6. Maybe a 6 I've seen. That's it. Nobody likes it. I mean, it's not a horrible. It is not horrible, buddy. It ain't. It is definitely in my top 10 worst. Maybe okay. It's in the top 5 worst of the original series. Actually, wait. Let me think about that. Actually. Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely in the top 5 worst. Uh, actually, maybe it's 6. Number 6, probably. I think my top 5, because I think Let's Get Invisible is a little bit worse than this book. Yeah, I know that's a shock, but I do not like that book either. It's repetitive. And yeah, so I gotta give this book a 5 out of 10. I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, that's so high. Oh my gosh, that's so high. That's you hate the book, you trashed on it. Okay, let me just come clean and say it. I'm just gonna say it. This book is not bad, or it's not terrible. It's not great or even that good. It's kind of just. It's like okay, here. I liked what it was going for, and I do like the book. Like a fantasy book, yes. A Goosebumps book, or like a horror Goosebumps book, it fails. So that's why I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. Like a Goosebumps fantasy, okay. So if you want a Goosebumps fantasy, this is your go. I liked it when it was fantasy. Like if I thought about Goosebumps as a fantasy book, if I just think about it as just a Goosebumps fantasy book or just a fantasy book in general, it's it's okay. It's a decent book. But if I think about it as a Goosebumps horror book, it freaking is terrible. So that's why I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. So, okay, here, let me take that back. So if I think about this as a fantasy or like a Goosebumps fantasy book, it's it's okay, I guess. It's eh. It's maybe decent. But like just like as like, I know I've repeated this 3 times, but still. But as like a horror Goosebumps book, like let's say Wanted the Haunted Mask, it would flop. It would be a 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10. But if I think about it on the other hand, as a fantasy, I would probably be still would probably give it a maybe a 5.3, but I'm not going to. But if I but like yeah, just a 5 out of 10. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, let me explain this. How about how about a Super Mario game? Okay, as a Mario game, it's terrible. Let's say. Okay, here Mario is missing. As an educational game, it may be good for educating kids, but as a Mario game, it's terrible. Does that make sense? Or let's say The Simpsons as or like let's say one of the episodes. Here, no, that's a terrible example. So as a fantasy Goosebumps book, it's okay, I guess. As a horror book for Goosebumps or thriller, sucks. That's all I got. Have a good day. See you guys. Oh, maybe hit that like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, two and a half out of 5 stars. 5 out of 10. See you guys.